the listening to wisdom, see, that to me is so subtle, because clearly it's like it's a whisper, and we've all heard this and from many different directions, many spiritual teachers or philosophers or whoever. But in my experience of it over and over and over again, it's never been a loud voice. It's been a gentle nudge, always. And if I was to try and listen to any kind of gentle nudge, my common sense says, I would have to be quiet to hear that. That's the only way to hear it, right? So recognizing that within ourselves, that wisdom speaks, wisdom nudges, wisdom invites, wisdom poses a question. Recognizing the clues again helps us see it more, helps us pause and reflect and go, what am I to do here? What would be the best way to go about this? What would be the best solution to this turmoil or tangled up situation I'm in? Or even, what would be the best direction in life? What would be the best thing to create for the world? What would be the best thing to create with my clients? Whatever it is, right? What would be the best conversation to have with my spouse or my family member or whoever? And it speaks in the quiet of the mind. And the quiet of the mind happens when we see more of how false the mind is, the personal mind, how much falseness there is, circling and looping around, trying to project itself and impose itself to recreate the exact same life you already have for many years. Even if it's one of anxiety, insecurity, and turmoil, it will happily recreate that because that's all it knows. The mind only has accumulated knowledge, and accumulated knowledge is of the past. There's nothing fresh there. You can reorganize that knowledge and approach life, but you'll have a reorganized past. You won't have creativity in its pure form. You won't have freshness in your life. You won't have an elevated, evolved way of living. You'll just have a modified past. Sad to say, most people live that way. We modify our past and live the same year again and again. And there's a couple of things new about this year than last year. What a way to live. We are spiritual, formless, creative forces, unmanifested potential walking around. You want to live the same fucking year as you did last year with a couple of adjustments, right? And most people do that. And of course, again, innocently and unintentionally, we all do that. But what a beautiful thing it is to be conscious of the fact that our mind has conceptual ideas and loopy thinking and regurgitating ideas from what we've heard other people say and what we've gathered along the way. And we also have wisdom access. And if we get a little bit quiet here by understanding that this is not who we are, no matter how much of a bigger stance we have of what things mean to us, what people mean to us, what memories mean to us, what the future means to us, what the world means to us, the meaning-making mind is just not who we are. There's absolutely zero root in the meaning-making mind. And the exploration and the falling away of falseness that is of the meaning-making mind quiets the mind down. And then we can hear the wisdom that always has been there. It's not like you're getting new wisdom. It's like This was always there, nudging you, whispering to you. And sometimes we hear it. We all have had probably millions of experiences of listening to wisdom. We call it intuition because we don't know what it is. We use mystical words like intuition, right? We call it fluke sometimes. But we can actually live from that space. We can be established there instead of here and be a receiver of wisdom always. Occasionally getting stuck in our meaning-making mind.